What what do you even say about this insanity? Donald J. Trump to the world. A whole civilization will die tonight. Donald J. Trump is threatening to use our brave men and women, the resources this country has built up over generations, to destroy a civilization so that he can be a good little bootlick, never to be brought back again. He is talking about salting the earth of Iran. I don't want that to happen, but it probably will, because Netanyahu wants it to happen. However, now that we have complete and total regime change, where different, smarter, and less radicalized minds prevail, maybe something revolutionarily wonderful can happen. Who knows? We will find out tonight, one of the most important moments in the long and complex history of the world. 47 years of extortion, corruption, and death will finally end. I do think Israel's been around a little bit longer than 47 years. I mean, there's like the official founding of Israel, but then there's kind of like the de facto founding of Israel. But it's been around longer than the 1970s. God bless the great people of Iran. Well, this appears to be happening. My country is going to kill a civilization. The great Christians of this country. Don't you love the Christians? Don't you love the Christians? What bomb would Jesus drop? The issue is this doesn't make any sense. This seems like, you know how there used to be like the movies, like Scream, the Scream movies or whatever else, Halloween movies. And then there was like Scary Movie, and Scary Movie was a parody of the actual horror movies. I feel like this is an incredibly low budget version of the Iraq War. I can't fathom why the Republicans are allowing this to happen. Are the Republicans such little fucking castrated bitches at this point in time? They don't see a bit of an issue with this, right? Are the Christians of America so devoid of anything godly that they actually think this is what Jesus would want or whatnot? Because the issue is, again, as I've talked about this before, for at least the news reports you can find, everybody agrees Iran still has a lot of missile stock. They still have a lot of drone stock. They still have a lot of missile stock. Whether it's 50% or 30%, maybe 20%, 20% of thousands and thousands is still quite a few. So if we try to salt the earth of their civilization, I have a feeling they're going to try to salt the earth of ours. And we need oil. Again, is this a foreseeable vulnerability of the modern world? Yeah. It's the reason that China has been focused so much on green energy. It's funny. There's a country out there that's realized that fossil fuels are a major vulnerability. And yeah, they've been spending billions and billions and hundreds of billions of dollars to deal with that vulnerability. We, on the other hand, want $1.5 trillion to bomb the shit out of other people. So again, we destroy their civilization. They use whatever munitions they have left to destroy whatever they can of ours. You then have a civilization of 80 to 90 million people in an area of the world that is naturally inhospitable to 80 or 90 million people. Again, as I've talked about before with the Jewish folks, have you thought about Illinois? We will be more than happy to give you Illinois. Just give up this whole Israel thing. But anyways, right? Because that's the thing. Like in Illinois, it would suck. I mean, I wouldn't want to have to go back to being homeless or whatever and eating off the land in Illinois. But you have a water table. You have trees. Shit grows. Like, again, survive. There's a question of what surviving actually means. Is it living or surviving? It's like, well, you wake up in the morning, so that's something, right? You can do that in Illinois. As far as I can tell in Iran, if you destroy their infrastructure, it becomes inhospitable. Right before this, Iran already had the issue with talking about evacuating Tehran, right? The Iranian regimes, how they dealt with the water supply issues there, compounded by drought and other things. They were already looking at running out of water for their capital city of a few million people. And that was before the bombs started dropping. So Trump wants to destroy a civilization. How does that feel as a fucking Christian? Dear Christians, I want to hear from you about how this comports with your morals and ethics. How many millions of people will it take to cleanse the soul of a Christian? How much starvation? How much dying of thirst? How much abject horror, right? Before this starts, Trump says, we're a friend of the people. We are a friend of the Iranian people. We are against the regime, right? That's what we're always supposed to say. So the Iranian people should rise up. Well, the Iranian people, they weren't part of this negotiation. They didn't know what the hell was going on. All of a sudden we start bombing the shit out of their country. Again, the interesting thing is, like, we bomb all the air defense systems. We bomb all the missiles. We bomb all the things that threaten Israel. But we didn't get rid of the ground forces. Like an M16 or a AK-47, that might not be able to bring down an F-35. It sure as hell can murder a shit ton of protesters. It's funny how we left intact the military components of the regime that are capable of putting down a civilian uprising. But we did take away anything that would affect us. I literally just did a video talking about Netanyahu demanding that Trump on his knees not accept a ceasefire. So that's the other thing. Again, literally just did that video. So if Netanyahu is demanding with the back of his hand, kindly requesting with the back of his hand that Trump doesn't accept the ceasefire, does that mean, per the fucking marching orders of a degenerate, fucked up, sick piece of shit, gnat speck of an evil country, we are going to destroy a fucking civilization? And again, when he says a whole civilization will die tonight, he didn't. You notice he didn't quite put a name on that civilization. Might be ours. What happens if the oil stops? What happens if the fertilizer stops? What happens if everything goes into chaos over there? I can't imagine what the Republicans are thinking right now. Again, this is not one of those, I'm not mad at Trump, I'm mad at... No, fuck Trump. Again, if you don't got TDS, there's something fucking wrong with you at this point. I cannot fathom what the Republicans are thinking at this point. You have gotten us into this shitty ass, disgusting war at the beck and call of a degenerate fucking people. And the consequences after Iraq, after Afghanistan, we lost Afghanistan. Do you know how funny it is? I drive here in Asheville, and there are these bulletin boards, right? Marines, battles never lost. Yeah, but you fuckers have lost a lot of wars. How does it feel to win the battle and continuously lose the fucking war? Right? We lost Afghanistan. We lost Iraq. Even Iraq won. We stopped. Literally, we stopped before shit got nasty, before shit would turn. We lost fucking Vietnam. Again, we had a stalemate in Korea. The reason there's all of these wars about World War II, because it was the last war we could feel proud of. And yet the Republicans, right? An army of bootlick, castrated fucking dogs doing the beck and call of the leader of another nation. Regime change starts in Tehran. Or not Tehran, I'm sorry. Regime change starts in Tel Aviv. So anyways, I don't know, folks. We're gonna see what happens here. This could be bad. This could be bad. Look at the smile. Oh my God, Eli's smiling and laughing. We're fucked. Yeah, we're probably fucked. Yeah, where does this... Where does this go? So anyways, what are your thoughts about this? What are your thoughts about Trump killing an entire civilization? Yeah, I don't know. Don't got anything else. See y'all later.